Okay, I'm so thrilled to be with all of you today. Today is a historic day for pool funding. We are launching the coin for our $1,000 pool. Okay, and the name of that coin is PFG, and I'll be telling you shortly why. Why is it PFG? Okay, but anyway, let's go to the charts because trading has already started. We basically gave everybody a fair shot at this coin when the price was $1,000. It was actually a little bit less than $1,000 when we issued the contract address here in the meeting. And we've also put the contract address onto the Telegram group. So within seconds of each other, everybody has had a chance to grab the address. There's a lot of buying going on. It just skyrocketed from 1,000, it went way past 100,000 very quickly. But let's take a look here. Let me share my screen. Let's take a look at the chart. Okay, so you can see we're at it was 199,000. Now it's back down to 182, down to 174. But it's going up and down. Our price target is 4 million. I won't be surprised by the end of this event we get to 4 million, guys. So, just buy as much as you can at whatever the price is at the moment. Let me see how much you can buy right now. If I refresh this, okay, and let's see if I can do $100 right now. Nope, can't do 100. Let's try 75. Okay, yes, I can do 75. Says it's 14.47%. And all I got to do is type confirm and click OK, and then that trade will go through. Okay. So I'm going to click cancel. But the price is volatile right now because everybody's buying all at the same time, right? With all the people buying all at the same time, it's going to be very, very volatile, right? But it's only when some sellers are coming in that you could kind of trip it up a little bit where your price impact is actually increasing instead of decreasing. So as you can see by the activity on the chart here, take a look at this chart here. Here's another example of what's going on. We're at 171,000 right now. Refresh it. And okay, we're at 120,000 right now. And now it says 152,000. We did have a high earlier a few minutes ago of a quarter million. And then if you see this activity over here, this was unsolicited activity. We didn't officially release the contract address until we got the price down to 1,000 here. So some people have deduced, and I have a feeling that they probably got the idea what the name of the coin was based on a notification that people were getting when they logged into their accounts and saw that April is a month of no selling. Okay, so since we're not doing any selling in the month of April, and you don't want to sell right now because there's a 30-day penalty if you do that. So we're looking for buyers right now, not sellers. Okay, we want to get to all the price targets on everything, and this you can watch the video or hear about that penalty. So no one should be selling. Everybody should just only be buying. So we have lots of buying pressure and as little selling pressure as possible, so we can get to our price targets as quickly as possible and stabilize as best we can before the end of the month of April. Okay, let's take a look at the charts again. I like to look at the version 3 as well. Well, that says version 2 actually. Anyway, let me see if I can change that. PFG.
I can only get $5 to go through.
That's the contract address. Well, I guess there's only version 2 right now in play. Okay, that's okay. I'm all right with that. Okay, so yeah, it's we're up to $300,000. We have over $1,000 of liquidity. There's over $500 of the coin available, right? Well, 400 now. And but yeah, if you have 100 people buying $5 at the same time, you can see why, that's kind of the deal. So you just have to kind of keep buying as quickly as you can, as much as you can, and
Huh.
go from there. Let me test the price again here.
Getting all kinds of errors.
All right, let's see here. So let me change that. Let's try 100 again. Okay, 100 won't go through. 75. 75 will go through. 14.14%, that is below 15%. You can swap anyway. You type in confirm and click OK. And then it will either go through or not, right? And if not, you just got to repeat, rinse and repeat until it does. Because again, everybody's on this right now, and so it's impacting. Every trade that goes through it is impacting the price a lot. Okay, cancel that. All right. So
I can't get more than $5 to go through.
just keep trying. In,
Just
in,
keep on trying.
in other words, let's keep the meeting as positive as possible, and just
Okay, okay.
because the only
Imagine
answer
you're
is
buying
keep trying.
I keep getting
imagine
price
you're buying
impact too high.
imagine you're buying tickets for your favorite singer or whatever. Everyone is trying to rush in. So some sparks are to be expected.
I don't know why Ace can buy a lot more, but I can't buy any more than five. For $1. It didn't even work.
Less talking, more buying.
I can talk and buy.
Through it.
And I'm trying every single time. Price impact too high.
Between all of us here and, well, the internet, this is actually a big fun. I'm liking this.
I can't even buy $1 now.
Just keep going. You'll get it in. That's gonna fail. Got to do that.
All right, guys. So what do you think of this? This is our coin that we're launching today, Pool Funding Gold. What do you think of that?
Nice.
Okay, we're launching Pool Funding Gold today. All right, and
Nice looking coin.
let's go into the folder where these are. So our first coin for the dollar pool is Pool Funding Iron. Our second coin for the
Ah,
$10 pool is pool funding bronze. And our third coin for the $100 pool is pool funding silver. And our final coin for pool funding is for the gold. And there you go, guys. Those are our coins. Now you know what the names are. And now you know why I'm so protective of trying to, not give information out too early because, there are people that try to preemptively get it, take advantage, and people were able to kind of deduce the what our coin was even before we were able to get in a launch. At one point I was dealing with about 7 people, but 10 minutes into our meeting, there were already like 20 people that were, holders. So it's starting to spread. And I had to battle them. I had to sell it back down. So you can see the people that kind of had figured it out, what the coin was ahead of time, they ended up pushing the price of the coin all the way up to $400,000, guys. Okay. They pushed it up there. That was like 7 people that did that. And I had to sell it all the way back down. I sold it all the way back down to 1,000, so give everybody a fair chance. And then we launched it right here at 1,000. And now we're bouncing between 100,000 and 200,000 at the moment. And we've had a high here of 278,000. So yeah, buy, 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 and just hang in there. Just buy as much as you can, and the rally continues.
thank you for your sacrifice, Ace.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Quick question. Does the slippage tolerance, like I put it up to 10%, do you want it as a high number or a low number if you want to be able to do a transaction?
Well, when are you talking about price impact or slippage? Because those are two separate.
Slippage tolerance.
Yeah, that should. I think the most you can do is 5%. I think you kind of have issues if you try
No,
to do.
but if you want to be able to put in more money, do you put that a low number or high number? Like
It doesn't matter.
0.1% or 10%?
If it lets you do 10%, then do 10%. The last time I looked at it, it would give me a chance. I could go up to 5%.
Okay.
That was the maximum it would go. All
Try that.
right, let's open up the chat. And who here, if you've been able to buy, um, if you've been able to buy, I want you, if you've had success at buying, just put me, okay? Just type me, 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 me. Let's see how many people have succeeded at buying so far. Okay, just go me,
I
me, me,
have.
me, me. Okay. So lots of people have no problem buying that are on the call with us right
Yep.
now, right? And then there's people that are in our Telegram group. Apparently, this call can only have 100 people on it at a time. So sorry for the
Yeah.
limitation there, guys. Should have thought about that beforehand. I would have preferred to have a limit of 500 instead of 100. Okay, so yeah, like quite a few are saying me, so better than half of you have typed in the word me. I'm getting a person that said not, so you know, yep, you can put no or not. If they're still struggling to buy in, but the good news, the price is going down. It goes up, it goes down, it goes up, it goes down. So it's ranging right now. Let's take a look
Why
at
is it
the
going down
chart
if
again here.
nobody's selling?
Well, two factors can be involved there. One could be the software, a pancake swap, because it's trying to give you a good price, right? So it'll do internal buying and selling the software itself, right? It's designed to do
Oh,
that. It's called a
Yeah.
market
And
maker.
that's working overtime right now.
Yep. But also, if there's people that are just thinking that they can play this volatility game and win, I don't really know how you could, honestly. Even if you had like a super fast connection, I don't know how you play this and win and trying to trade, and then pick the tops and then buy again lower. Just to me, the only activity you should be doing, period, is buy right now. And that would definitely simplify things for everyone. We're up to 216 again, 233 now. Price is back down to 178. And again, that could be the Pancake software. Most of that downward activity is probably coming from software just adjusting the liquidity, rebalancing the liquidity, right? If you look here, it's got $466 in USDT, and then it's got 0.002 of PFG. So that's 2/10 of 1%. So, that's a small fraction if it's something below 1%, right? So let's take a look at what is totally available. We'll go to the holders. Okay. Last time I looked, we had 21 holders. I'm going to refresh. We have 86 holders right now. There's only 10,000 coins. This is the guarantee wallet right there. The guarantee wallet's holding on to 87% of a coin. So that means the only thing that's available is about 13% of a single coin. And that's what you're buying up, guys. That's what you're buying up. When I originally started, I was only going to give you 3%. So because I had to sell it off beforehand, it added another 10% to the PFG liquidity. That's all right. I have a feeling that you guys are going to buy it right on up all the way to 4 million. No problem. And PancakeSwap says it's holding on to 0.002, 243, right? It's what that's holding on to. So I'll refresh again. The PancakeSwap, okay, it's holding on to more now. It's holding on to 0036, so a little bit more, right? I don't see any contracts yet from the software. Let's take a look at the back of the list. So PancakeSwap's operating without any contract buffers. I don't see any contract buffers in here. So it's the most you can buy is a third of 1% right now. The most you can buy right now is a third of 1% of a coin, but at a price that's, currently at $99,000. Okay. So up and down it goes. So just keep on buying. What happens is people, after they've succeeded at buying, they've exhausted their funds, and then the traffic on the PancakeSwap is less, and then it's easier for those that have been having a hard time, making a buy. Theirs will start to go through until everyone has exhausted the funds that they brought to the table today in order to participate in the rally. Okay. And I should mention that right now is also a great time to buy PFI. Okay. You want to get a good price on PFI. Currently, it is $6,000 right now. Probably doesn't have as many people buying it right now, so it probably wouldn't be too hard to buy PFI. But you're going to get a great return with a low price of 6,000. So it's a very good deal.
I just finished all my buys, so that's one less person buying.
Take a look at the other three coins here. So PFB currently at 23,000, PFS at 36,000, and PFI at 6,200 going up. Yep, some people are starting to take advantage of that. That's a really good deal for you. If you're going to buy and hold, and the idea is you want to maximize your co-founder bonus. Remember, whatever you're holding on to by the time you receive your bonus, you're going to get 10 times as many coins. Okay? So if you're holding on to a whole coin, we're going to add to your whole coin 10 more whole coins, and you'll have 11 coins instead of one by getting the bonus. So the more money sitting in your MetaMask wallet, with our coins, the 4 coins, the more that we'll give you on that time you collect the bonus. That's what you all should have your eye on. You should have your eye on this right here because that's huge, right? So you can get, do your best to buy cheap, right? Buy cheap right now. Everything's on sale. They're all on sale right now. Okay, where are we at? 129. Still a great price, guys. 123,000. Great price. Yep.
Why is it why there so many downs on that, Ace? I mean, it should all be
Well,
up.
I've explained it like 14 times in the last 15 minutes.
Okay,
That
okay.
the
I was too busy doing
the
my
yeah, the software Pancake
Oh,
Cells.
it's a software, so it's not people.
It could be a combination of people, but to me, either you're very arrogant about what you're capable of doing, you know what I'm saying? Or you just like
Yeah,
love gambling, you know, because with this much volatility, anybody trying to pick bottoms and pick tops is kind of crazy right now, you know. To
yeah,
buy, buy and oh, okay, I think it's too high. I'm going to go and sell now and wait for that would just be crazy. But yeah,
yeah.
Pancake is probably doing most of the selling here, the software. Okay. It's called liquidity balancing, right? It's got to keep a balance between the two coins, the USDT and the PFG. It's constantly rebalancing it. Right now it's showing a balance of you know, 0.00. It was 3, now it's down to 2.9 equals about 300, 200. All right, how much is that? $390. It kept changing. Yeah, $370, right? So $370. Now $395, for 0029. So see, it's constantly rebalancing itself. Trust me, if you get your buy-in right now, you'll be so happy by the time it gets up to $1 million, guys. So imagine buying here in between 100 and 200,000, and then we're excited when it gets to 1 million. Are we going to stop at 1 million? We want to see this thing go to 4 million. We want to get there fast. So this is a bargain. Anybody buying right this second, they're getting a great deal. Okay. Especially when you factor
It's,
in 10x on the co-founder bonus.
it's amazing watching that price fluctuate every 3 seconds.
Yeah. Well, computers do operate faster than people. All right. So, do we have any empty pockets here that you've already made all your purchases already? If you're already empty, just type in empty into the chat here. If you've already emptied your pocket. Okay. So those that are empty, put empty. Okay.
Yep, I've already done all mine.
Ooh, Brett's a big spender.
He
Still
is.
buying.
Yeah. This is a chance to be a
I,
pool funding well. Yeah, I believe
I bought
they'll end up being a club for it, pool funding well club.
I bought $400 worth.
Right on. Okay. So I'm going to republish the contract address so people have that in case they don't. I see new people coming into the Zoom here. So grab the address,
Yep, we've got some space now.
copy address, go back into Zoom. It's PFG is what you're looking for. And this is the contract address. Well, do you have everybody muted or something, Hunter? Or someone's saying that they couldn't
Yeah,
unmute themselves.
I locked that down so we didn't get a bunch of people saying they can't do this or that and just
Got
distracting
it.
everything.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
But but since it's starting to die down now, I guess I can turn that back on
Let's
now.
turn back on. Let's get some feedback from them.
All right, folks, you should be able to unmute yourselves now.
I thought it
Let's
was frustrating and fun at the same time.
Yeah, a thrill, right?
Yeah, I mean, I I think
Every-
I was a little late to the ball game because of the slippage stuff that I didn't quite understand whether you wanted the number high or low.
mm, yeah.
Folks, you can unmute now, but let's keep things calm and orderly.
Any
Do we
help
know
for
what
those who are
price we
stuck
bought
with
it
the
at?
bubble?
And right as I say that,
Boom shakalaka.
Okay, so can you go back to the beginning? Because some of us were not able to get in at 9:30, and I have PFI and I have no idea what PFG is, and this is very confusing.
Have you been watching the Telegram group? We've posted quite a bit in there.
Well, I understand that, but where does PFI fit in with this PFG?
They're separate coins. I use PFI as a stand-in. I explained that multiple times.
We have four pools. PFI is
Yep,
for
we
the
have.
dollar pool. PFB is for the $10 pool. PFS is for the $100 pool. PFG is for the $1,000 pool. So it's iron, bronze, silver, and gold. Each pool's got its own coin. And
I
actually,
thought
go ahead.
I thought the I was $1,000. All of a sudden now there's G.
No,
It's no, we've never said that.
no.
How new are you?
I was on the training call.
Oh well, that was I think if you listen carefully, there's a recording of it. It was stated that we were practicing with I because we didn't know which what the coin was called at that point, and it was not to be able to practice on. So PFI, but that is if you bought PFI, you got it at a great price because you probably
Yep.
bought it for less than $6,000 per coin.
Yes, indeed.
PFG, we just launched it a few minutes ago, and it's ranging between $100,000 and $200,000 right now per coin.
How will we
Right
know
now,
what price we bought at, Ace?
Come again, Mark?
How would we know what price we actually bought at? Because I was doing it on my phone.
Yeah, what will matter is when we hit a little price stability in a day or two, okay, then you want to look at what you're holding, like you have like a 0.00 something, whatever, right? You take that
Zero zero
number,
zero 43.
yeah, and you multiply it times a price that's more stable in a couple days from now. Then you'll have a
Okay.
better idea what you're sitting on, right?
Okay, thanks.
Right now it's wobbly. The minute I answer that question, it's already outdated.
Yeah,
yeah.
that's fair comment. Thanks, Ace. Good night,
Uh-huh.
everyone.
Good night. Sleep well, Mark.
Yeah. And PFI, for anyone interested, that's the dollar coin. That's now standing at $7,170. So someone's been doing some buying on that one too.
And you're making a bunch of hollow nuts very happy too.
PFB, that's the token for the $10 pool, is at about 23,000. And PFS, that's the token for the $100 pool, is at 36,000. What? Who's been selling?
Yeah. So our price target for PFI is $500,000. Our price target for PFB is $1 million. Our price target for PFS is $2 million. And our price target for PFG is $4 million. Now, once we reach any of those targets, we'll have new price targets. Okay. So we're not looking at stopping, halting our buying when we hit the target. We actually do want to see an increase, but we're then going to throw in a floor. Okay. So as soon as we hit price targets, the floor is as following. The floor on PFI will be $250,000. The floor on PFB will be $500,000. The floor of PFS will be 1 million, and the floor of PFG will be 2 million. But I really don't think we're going to go all the way down to the floor. I think people are catching on to what we're trying to do here, and that is that we're not interested in swooping down, right? We just want to keep pushing to higher price targets. And the reason for that is it makes what we're doing on the cash flow side of pool funding more attractive. Okay, what do I mean by that? Well, if you take a look at see, PFG 156,000. Okay, if you take a look at your account page here. So this is for the PFS, the $100 pool. I'll refresh that. Okay, right now it's saying I spent almost $12,000 but I've accumulated almost $35,000 in coin. Okay, because the price is going up. And this is and once the community, like better than 90% of us, really get clear on that aspect that this is an easy way to sell. I could take a screenshot of this, just do a capture like this, and that image can be very valuable to me as I'm showing people. Here's what I do: I'm spending, but I'm getting, right, and then I get 100% commission on whatever I sell with my referrals. I mean, I've only got 2 referrals, but I've accumulated $16,300 in USDT. Okay, USDT. And this is what I'm holding in my PFS. If we go to the next pool, the $10 pool, you can see here the same thing. You see that I spent 14,000. I'm currently holding on to about 14,000, but I've already received $300. Not 14,000, 1,400, 1,400, almost 1,400, but I've already received over 300 here, so I'm ahead, right? And I've gotten commissions for my 3 referrals, totaling $1,940 in USDT, spendable money, right? And then we go to the $1 pool. Take a look at that. I spent $140 over 140 days. Okay. And the value of what I spent is give me almost $800 here. Okay, between what I'm holding and what's already been distributed to my wallet already. And on top of that, I've gotten $200, $233 in USDT commission, 100% commission off of 6 referrals. Most of them are inactive, but yeah, it's there. There you go. So that's the whole point, is that if we can make our screenshot very, very attractive, okay? If this here is something that's attractive, okay, it makes it easier for everyone to, get those 100% commissions, piling in. Much easier, okay? Much easier. So that's why hitting our price target matters. That's why we are going to have immediately new price targets when we hit price targets. And hopefully we never see the light of day on any of our floors. Now, who is that going to upset? Who's going to get mad that what they purchase just keeps going up all the time? Who's going to get mad?
Not me.
You tell me. Who's going to get mad that the dang price just keeps going up, right? As long as there's an opportunity for gain, everybody should be excited about that, because a gain is a gain, okay? And our, the wealth creation side of this, those of you coming in now before we hit our initial price targets, you're the lucky ones. You're the ones that, you're getting huge gains compared to people that come in after we hit our price targets. Their gains will be great, especially when you factor in a 10x bonus with the co-founder. 10x of anything is awesome, right? A lot of people would be happy they could turn $100 into $1,000. That's 10x, So, most people are thrilled with that, and we're going to have 10,000 co-founders, okay? And by the way, after that, we're going to take on 1 million partners and give them a 5x bonus. So even 5x, a lot of people are thrilled with that. I mean, compared to all the other options that most people have, they don't have options anything close to that. So if you can wrap your heads around the strategy of what pool funding is all about, it's about empowering each of you individually and minimizing any kind of loss, or any kind of risk, or any kind of downside. Okay, so we want to keep that as small as possible, and we want the opportunity to be as large as possible on an ongoing basis, decade after decade after decade after decade. Okay, we're playing the long game here, because no one wants to keep jumping into something and it goes for a while and then it fizzles out and then they jump onto the next thing. That gets old very fast. Much better to have something that's here for the long run. They're playing for the long run. Everyone's playing for the long run. Everyone can come out a winner, whether you got started this year, next year, 10 years from now, you can come out a winner. Okay. That's what we're talking about here. Okay. So I just saw a note there from Hunter. So there, there's chatting going on in the chat here on our Zoom call. Okay. So let's do another test. So if you've already purchased all you're going to buy today, all that you had available that you were going to purchase coin today, PFG, type in the word empty into the chat, please. Even if you said before empty, do it again. Let's just do a fresh run of how many people are empty. About 20 so far. Well,
I'm
Brett's not empty yet.
I'm having trouble.
Yeah.
I can't get over to the other wallets.
What do you mean you can't disconnect the wallet on Pancake Swap and then add the wallet? 'Cause we did that. We practiced that before today.
Yeah, it's not working right now. I can't because I was doing it on my computer and now I'm doing it on my phone.
Okay. Why you can't do it? You can't do it on your computer then?
Oh, yeah, I can switch to my. I never thought about that. I could just go.
You didn't think about that. Okay. All right. All right. So yeah. So still people are buying. Let's take a look at the price chart again. Okay, we're at 126,000. Now we're at 143,000. Let me take a look at this one here. Okay, 125,000. Let's take a look at the distribution.
Hmm.
All right, so we've got 94 holders now. That's pretty good. Um, there's about 13% of a coin circulating in the market right now. It's probably going to be like that for the next 3 months. About 13% of a coin just sitting there, right, for the next 3 months. And 003. So right now, PancakeSwap's holding on to 003 of a coin right now. So that's not even 1% of a coin.
Ace, can you scroll down slow so I can find me?
Okay, what's the letter that you are? Last letter.
I think it's like 3883 or something like that. Let me go find out.
So it ends with the number 3. Here's the bottom of the list. We'll start at the bottom. So here's a 9C3, D23,
This way everybody can find themselves.
A13.
No, that's not it.
You're on the first page. You're in the first 50 then. Go to the bottom again. FF3. Okay, 983. Is that you?
Nope.
983. Okay. A93.
Nope.
Wow, way up here.
Wait. Number 13.
Wow.
3383E.
Oh, E, it ends with the letter E. I was looking for
I'm
threes,
sorry.
buddy.
I thought I did with the 3. I forgot the E.
Yeah, E. Okay. So there, number
Okay.
13. Yeah, that's a great, that's right above the pancake. You got more than you're holding on to more coin than what Pancake Swap's holding on to for the whole
I'll
world to
tell you
buy.
though, Ace, 0.003 doesn't sound like a lot.
Well, let's go to the price target. Let's take a look here. Let's go to 4 million. 4 million times 0.003. 12,000. How much did you spend today to get that?
Spent about I think it was around 350.
$350.
Yeah.
Would you be happy to get 12,000 for $350?
Hell yes.
Okay, that's what we're talking about. But hey, what if we quickly go to 6 million? Because we're going to keep the liquidity tight. Like it's only going to have 13% of a coin, guys, for 3 months, right? And we're going to be promoting the shit out of this thing. So let's say we get up to 6 million right away. Okay. Times 0.003. How about 18,000? Give yourself a $6,000 raise just by being patient.
Sounds good, Ace.
Are you
Sounds good.
are you feeling like a well now?
Yeah, it's almost like I got to see it to believe it.
Yeah, I understand. I understand. That's normal for most people. All right. So back to the charts. Um, yep. The biggest well we got, they're holding on to 2% of a coin right now. There is someone that's holding on to 1% of a coin. Then everybody else after that is less than 1%. So starting with the 5 down, they've got less than 1%.
What about the 0.8722, the second one?
That's the guarantee, which is I'm not gonna be selling for 3 months. So that's
Oh, that's the guarantee. Okay, got it.
and why do I say 3 months? Because that's what's going to get distributed. Once distribution, and we haven't even launched the pool yet, right? Right.
Yeah,
So we're not going to be distributing any more coin until people start getting their distribution, right?
right.
So it's going to take, and this is for the $1,000 pool, right? Which means that people will have to be paying $1,000 a day in order to get into it, right? So this 13% of a coin, you know, who knows? We might go to, 10, $12 million per coin, before we get any kind of price stability on it, because the supply is that tight. So if you're coming in and getting coin now down here at 150,000, that's a pretty good deal compared to where we're going. And
embarrassing to get hit with false accusations at work. The key.
Whoops.
all right. Hey, Pastor
I just
Carl's
checked.
got his hand up. Go ahead, Pastor Carl, and then we'll come back to you, Hunter.
Oh, yes. I just wanted to check. I was able to buy $10 3 times, and it's at 0.000, which is 30, so 0.00031. I wanted to get the ratio for that, and I only spent $30.
Okay, let me share my screen.
Thank you in advance.
No problem. So we'll come back. We'll put 4 million in, and we'll times that by 0.00031, right?
Yes.
So you spent $30 today, so you're positioned to get $1,200. And that could happen any minute now. You know, you'd be surprised how fast when it starts to shoot up. It'll jump from 200,000 to 400,000 fast, and it's going to go from 400,000 to a million even faster, and it's going to go from a million to 4 million really fast. So it actually, as people buy, if nobody's selling, right? If there are no sellers other than because the way you got to look at it, guys, is don't look at the 13%. The right number to look at is what has Pancake got to work with? Because it can't just create money out of thin air. Pancake is only holding on to 0026, right? And that's what's going to dry up. Okay. Right now it's 0032, right? So it's got a little bit of USDT to play with to kind of push it around a little bit. But this is what's imagine that this is all that's available for over 3 months before anybody even has the ability to sell coin that they're getting from distribution. Okay. So buy and hold is going to be huge, right? So we're going to get to our price target very quickly. I can assure you of that. That's what you need to know.
Hey, thanks again.
You're welcome.
I just checked and I'm number 10 on the list of holders. Not bad, not bad.
Let me share the address to the chart here.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, I put it in here a couple times for ape space at least.
So it's 166,000 right now. There should be a whole lot less of you buying right now, so it should be much easier for those that are trying to buy. So there's the chart on Ape Space. I'll give you the one on PooCoin as well. PooCoin chart. There you go. There's the two charts. And I'll even give you the blockchain here. You can look at the holders. I'll put the holders in there as well, so you can look at who's holding it. Right now, there's 101 holding right now, holding the coin. There we go. All right, let's test the people that are trying to still buy. How much more do you have to buy? Let's see who's the highest out of you. Is there anybody here trying to buy more than 1,000 right now? They're still trying to buy $1,000. Anybody 1,000 or more? Anybody here with 1,000 or more? Just put yes in the chat if you're still in the process of buying more than $1,000 or more. Good deal. Okay. We got one so far. If you're going to buy $500 or more, somewhere, let's say 500 to 1,000, put yes in the chat. Are we down to one buyer here? Nope, we got two buyers. Okay. Okay. Three buyers. Okay, so I want to hang in there for you guys. Okay, we got four buyers. Okay. We got four buyers. I'm just curious, Mark, would you mind sharing how much you plan on buying? Okay, Jeffrey's still trying to figure out how to buy.
Okay, you there, Ace?
Yeah, there you are, Mark. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, good. How are you?
Excellent.
Good. Yeah, I'm buying about 500.
About $500. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't get in on some of the earlier conversations about how to set it up and convert it to Pancake Swap, but I figured it out anyhow.
Oh, there you go. Well, you know your way around crypto. That's the good news.
A little bit.
So what do you think about the availability of only 0.003 of this coin for the next 3 months? That's all that's available to buy for the next 3 months, and we're going to be promoting promoting this a lot. What do you think is going to happen
Well,
with the price?
yeah, hopefully the price is going to be high, like you said, maybe even higher.
Exactly. I would love to slip right past the 4 million and jump right into 6 million, guys. Hit that price target. Then our floor would go up to 3 million, you know.
Right.
Okay, it's working for Greg now. Good for you, buddy. Okay, well, you guys are pretty big buyers, so the price is bound to go up a lot with the kind of money I see on the table. I see, two to 3,000 at least dollars, still to buy. Let's see, what's the maximum it could buy right now? Share screen. Maximum you can buy. Refresh. Say I wanted to do 200 right now. Too high. Try
Yeah,
100.
it's only letting me buy $50 or $30.
100.
And then sometimes it's price impact too high.
See, it lets me do 50. That's 10.49%. So if I take that to 70, that's 13.54%. So, that's just got to type confirm and it'll go through. Now that there's a lot fewer of you buying right now, it should go through much easier now. The price is being updated.
What does it mean when it says price impact too high?
Yeah, anything over, I think, 10%, you're going to see something that says the price is too high. But it will allow you to go all the way to 15 and still let you do the trade.
What is the 10% though? What does
It's
that
it,
represent?
it means that that what you're purchasing is going to move the price up that much.
Oh,
You're actually
okay.
you're actually moving the price up,
There it goes. Yeah, I'm buying about $30 at a time.
Well, that works.
Takes a little while.
Okay, now we're at 183. 164 now. Our liquidity has increased. We've got $488 of USDT available now in liquidity. Soon to be 500.
There it goes.
Okay, we're shooting up now to over 200,000, guys. Okay, it's going to get fun now. Watch how fast it goes to 400,000.
To the moon.
On to 400,000, guys. So
There it is.
most of you bought right here. Most of you bought right down in about the $150,000 range. That's where most of you bought, right there. Some of you lucky ones bought all the way down here. All right, a handful of you.
Yeah, I didn't have it figured out at that point.
Not me either.
All right, 211,000. 224,000. There we go. I told you it'd go fast.
There's another one.
227,000. Once we
left in the dust.
once we break this previous high of 400,000, you'd be surprised how fast it goes to 1 million at that point. Drying up the pancake here. Pancake was sitting on 0032, and now 0022. Okay, see what I'm saying, guys? Now for the next 3 months, it's only going to have 0022 available. See, if no one's selling and only people buying, that makes the price go high fast. Getting ready to break these candlesticks over here. 244,000. Gonna have a big breakout. Here it comes. Now, psychologically, there's an itch to sell, guys. There's always an itch to sell. Okay. You have to be stronger than that, right? You got to have a little bit more discipline because if you live your whole life on short terms, then you never end up, you don't have much to by the end of your life, you have nothing to show for it, right? You've accumulated nothing. So resist any type of itch to sell because I'm telling you, we're going to break all-time highs of all-time highs of all-time. It's going to happen multiple times as we're kicking this thing off right now. Okay.
Is it too late for somebody else to buy?
It's far from late. Right now it's dirt cheap. Compare 250,000 to 4 million. That's 250 is a good price. Get it while you can. Because you'll never see that price again at some point.
Well, the storm just passed and the internet just got stable.
Yeah. About to have a big breakout here.
Ace.
Yes.
Does the conversion rate show up in MetaMask at some point?
No, it won't show up until there's enough daily volume, and then it will show.
Ah,
But we're
okay.
we're months away from daily volume on our coins being enough for MetaMask is gonna, it probably cost them server time, to tabulate that, keep up with it.
Right.
And they probably have restrictions on it until there's a lot more daily volume.
Gotcha.
Yeah, they probably only have maybe 1,000 coins in the whole world that they even probably provide that for. But there's hundreds of thousands of coins out there right now, maybe more.
Mm-hmm.
That, and also if they did do that, it would mean the wallet would then have to pull more data from the servers and quite possibly from more places. So that would just slow the wallet down too.
Yeah, good point.
2-4. So most likely Pancake Swap is just using rebalancing itself. So it can be volatile.
And Ace, I did send you a couple messages over on Telegram. It's nothing urgent right now, just so
Okay.
you can be
I'll
aware
look
of them
at
later.
it after the call. Yeah. Because I'm sharing my screen.
Yeah,
Private messages, right?
right.
But yes, someone had kind of figured out, they deduced what our coin was going to be, and they bought in, brought the price all the way to 400,000. There's a handful of people, I had to sell it off. So that's why there was a big delay. Look at all these red dots. Every red dot is me making a transaction. I was selling like a madman, right?
Oof.
You know,
Oof.
bringing the price down to $1,000 there. Okay. I got the price all the way. It was actually below 1,000. And then I gave you, and then I gave everyone the address. So you had this is a fair launch.
Hey,
What seems a bit heartbreaking just looking at it. So I do not envy you, honestly.
Yeah.
Well,
My poor fingers are getting numb.
yeah.
hey,
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
hey, is there a way to go on that chart and tell where you bought?
Yeah, if you
There is.
actually connect your PooCoin to your wallet, see mine's connected to my wallet here, right?
Okay,
You can connect your wallet and it'll do red and green dots. So green dots when you buy and red dots when you sell, you know.
gotcha. Well, it was fun.
Good
We'll just
times,
keep it
huh?
up. Well, sure,
Great
making money's
times.
always fun.
Pretty fun stuff. So yeah, and still, even tomorrow, guys, if you can pull together some more money, right now, these are very, very low prices. So
Everything's still on sale.
I'm still buying.
Brett still buying. All right. You're doing it on your
Hmm.
computer now, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Well, congratulations, Joanne Stanley. I'm glad it finally worked for you. So there's a lot less people buying. That means it's easier to buy now. Okay, Linda's still struggling to buy.
So is Jen.
We're hanging in there for you, Linda. We're cheering you on. Go, Linda, go. Go, Linda, go. Now I could put some calls out and tell people to buy $1,000 of this coin. I can make a few phone calls. When would you guys like me to do that? Today, tomorrow? Give you a couple of days.
Sometime after tonight.
Share screen again. $268,000. There we go. We just made a new high, recent high, 294,000.
It's at 309K on my screen now.
Okay, it was 309 for a second. Back down to 280. Again, this could be Pancake Swap just trying to get buyers, the best offer it can find for them. A week from now, people are gonna be happy if they get 000 something, 4 zeros. It's a bargain at 304,000 right now.
Everything's on sale.
Going to 4 million.
Be as subtle as a bull running through a china shop that sells industrial grade fireworks out the back.
Meant to be.
All right, now we're 0020 or 0020. It's going to drop down into the 001 soon. How's PFI doing? What a bargain. Now, how exciting is to be able to pick up PFI for $6,400, guys? Look at that. What a bargain that is. 6,400. That's cheap. Go ahead, Jeffrey. You can unmute.
Can I buy the other coins since I wasn't able to
Yeah,
get to this one?
everything's on sale right now. Our most expensive coin is PFG. You know, all our other coins are well below 100,000 here. You know,
So the 1 and the 10, do you have advice?
yeah, they're all good buys right now.
Okay.
And again, the cheat sheet, if you want to see how to maximize your money, if you're limited on funds, you use the cheat sheet down here, right? That's what this is here for, right? So 6,000 gets you 66%, right?
Right.
So let's see here. If the coin is valued at 250,000, yeah, it might be 16% gain by hitting our target, right? So PFI is much better gain.
PFI is the
Yeah.
which coin?
So
The
yeah. So based on price targets alone, all three of these coins are better deal than PFG at this moment. But we just want commercially to do something exciting with PFG today. We want to get this.
right.
I'm hoping before we end the call
So
today, we
much.
get over 1 million. That's what I hope happens. But I'm only going to give it another 15 minutes, and that's it. So let's get it to 1 million, or that's it today. We'll end the call. We've captured the moment we'll put it on YouTube. So drive PFG to a million, guys. It's a good deal. And then revisit what could be done on these other coins, because they're all really great deals. Okay, approaching 8,000 on PFI. We've had $448 of buying volume in the last 2 hours on PFI. We've had $12,000 of buying volume in the last 2 hours with PFG. Liquidity is over $500 in USDT liquidity in inside of PFG right now. You look at liquidity on PFI, $6,000 liquidity there. On PFB, $4,000 of liquidity there. And PFS, $742 of liquidity there. So PFS is likely to move fast because of that, right? It's going to go up from where it's at fast. It's going to, that's how it works. Takes more money to move a PFI coin than it does to move a PFS coin. Okay. Do we still have buyers? David, are you still buying? Leslie, are you still buying? Brett,
I'm
are you
done.
still buying?
I'm done.
Brett's done buying. Leslie, you still buying?
I'm done, Ace. I just finished.
Okay, David, are you still buying? All right.
No.
Who? Okay, who was that? All right.
Done.
You're done. Okay, Greg's done. What about Mark? Have you finished buying, or are you still buying? Mark's still here. Checking the pages. I don't see Mark. He might have dropped off the Zoom call. Okay, well, there you go, guys. I want to thank all of you for participating in launching PFG, PF Gold. So what do you guys think of the name now? Now that you know what the letters stand for, what do you think of PF Gold? You guys like that?
It all makes sense now.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's not.
so I for iron, B for bronze, S for silver, G for gold. Go for the
Good
gold.
call on that one.
You like that,
It's
right?
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like.
All right, what a rally. So let's see, we're wrapping up here. The rally is wrapping up with probably Pancake Swap making its final adjustments on the buyers as they pretty much wind down for the rally. Let's see here. Okay, that's the wrong coin. Okay, here we go. All right, so it looks like we're just kind of settling into the range between 200,000 and a quarter million. So we're kind of settling in there. And today our rally brought in $12,000 worth of buying pressure, and we captured it on film. It's going on YouTube for the public to see that we're excited about what we're doing. And it's public notice as well. So this isn't insider trading when we publish what we're doing publicly, let people know what we're doing. So, and it was a fair launch. So congratulations to all of you that were able to take advantage of this extraordinary offer, and it continues to be a bargain even at this moment as we close out the rally. So I'd say we probably got pretty close to the moon today, wouldn't you say, Hunter? We got close to the moon today.
Absolutely. And we're not going to stop there.
We're
We're going to head to Mars after that, then Saturn. We're going to go through the entire solar system and beyond.
And beyond. There you go. All right. Well, thank you all for coming. How about everybody go for the gold? Everybody can end the call by saying, go for the gold.
Go
for the gold.
Let's do it again. Go for the gold.
Go for the
Go
gold.
for the
Go
gold.
for the gold.
All
Go for the
right.
gold.
All right. Love it. All right. Thank you all for coming, and we'll see you on Monday, or not, take that back. We'll see you tomorrow at our co-founder meeting tomorrow at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. we're going to meet again for the final time this week, be tomorrow. I look forward to seeing you all there. Bye, everybody.
Bye,
Bye.
everyone. Good night.
Bye.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
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 NBC.